At the outset, let me welcome you all to the ITEC Day celebrations today in Phnom Penh. It is a very special day for us to celebrate ITEC Day in this milestone year of the 70th anniversary of India-Cambodia bilateral relations and in the 75th anniversary of India's independence, which we are celebrating as Amrit Mahotsav. It is a celebration of India's independence and of the glorious history of its people. The year is also special as it marks the 30th anniversary of India-ASEAN relations. It is indeed a pleasure to be with you today over here, and I welcome you all really warmly. Let me take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to Her Excellency Dr. Kantha Phavi, Minister for Women's Affairs, for accepting our invitation to be the chief guest for this event. Excellency, we deeply appreciate and value your personal interest and support towards the successful implementation of the ITEC program between India and Cambodia. I'm also pleased to welcome you as an inspiring achiever and a woman leader as we celebrate the International Women's Day in this month of International Women's History. Let me also convey my sincere thanks to the distinguished guests from various ministries of Cambodia for their efforts in encouraging their officials from relevant departments for availing the ITEC courses. The support from the Royal Government of Cambodia has been key for the success of this program, and it is heartening to see several ITEC alumni in senior level positions in the Royal Government of Cambodia. We see all of you as our brand ambassadors and ambassadors of India-Cambodia relations, and we also depend upon you to take further our efforts to foster deeper India-Cambodia bilateral relations. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as you're aware, the Indian Technical Economic Cooperation Program, ITEC in short, is the leading capacity building program of the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Instituted in 1964, ITEC is one of the oldest institutionalized arrangements for international capacity building, having trained more than 200,000 officials from 160 partner countries. And most of these partner countries are developing countries, and we consider them as our partners in development. And so the philosophy of ITEC was not about giving aid. India saw our developing partners as our comrades in arms. We wanted them to share the benefits of our economic development and our technological advancements right from the beginning, when we ourselves were a fledgling nation. We decided we must share our economic and our technological development, and that was the only way to go forward. And that's the philosophy that has guided India throughout its development history. And we consider all our ITEC partners as our development partners, and their priorities, their development priorities have always guided our capacity building measures. We do not impose any of our development goals or paths or priorities. We always go by our ITEC partners' priorities. This year marks 58 glorious years of the ITEC program. You will be happy to know that even during the pandemic, India reached out to all its ITEC partner countries through e-ITEC courses, and we were successful in sharing our pandemic experience and even provide medical help through our e-ITEC courses, where we could share our medical experience of how we have dealt with the pandemic ourselves. And amongst many other courses that we realized that we could do online, we shifted much of our ITEC courses online, And I'm happy to say since 2020 we have done about 30 courses of ITEC in Cambodia, so that we could benefit many more people, many more of our Cambodian friends than we could by doing the in-person real-time ITEC courses. Of course, the real-time ITEC courses are the linchpin of the ITEC program, because it's not just about capacity building, it's about building networks between our countries and learning from each other's experiences and making all of you experience India firsthand while you build your capacity. While we do training, we also show you what the Indian culture is all about, what Indian food and hospitality is all about. And I hope that when we meet on ITEC days like these, it brings back memories of India for you. And we hope that you will keep your India connection strong. And the embassy is very happy to do whatever it can to help its brand ambassadors of ITEC in going further. And we would be happy to even invite you as you grow on your career paths for ITEC executive courses, which are meant for senior level officials and professionals to develop their career paths further. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is a real matter of pleasure that we are celebrating the ITEC Day in quick succession of the International Women's Day. The President of India, who is a woman herself, in a message on International Women's Day said, and I quote, "Today, women are playing leading and significant roles in all spheres. They are setting unprecedented records. They are awakened and are holding leadership positions in many areas. Their ideas, thoughts, and values can lead to the creation of a happy family, an ideal society, and a prosperous nation. Efforts are still required for achieving gender equality and women empowerment. The nation is committed to empowering our daughters through quality education so that they can realize their full potential. Our daughters are the pride of not only their families but of the entire country." In the same context in Cambodia, I would really like to appreciate Excellency Minister's efforts and her ministry's efforts under her leadership in bringing quality education for young girls in Cambodia and striving for economic empowerment of women in order to reduce their vulnerability and make them equal partners with men in society. I, as an ambassador of India to Cambodia, am very happy to contribute in every way by associating with various projects of the Ministry of Women's Affairs. I'm particularly glad that 20 officials from the Ministry of Women's Affairs have attended a training course in India this year, and I also believe in 2019. ITEC program with many women candidates can contribute towards empowering them, preparing them for excellence in their fields, and for leading their organizations. I would encourage my fellow Cambodian sisters to utilize the opportunity offered by the ITEC program. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, ITEC relies on a vast and rich network of government and development-related expertise available in higher education institutions and training facilities in India. Education and training are the real enablers for embarking on a journey on your chosen career path in life. Many Indians are heading multinational companies such as Microsoft, Google, IBM, Starbucks as CEOs. As we speak today, the American conglomerate Honeywell also announced an Indian CEO as its next leader. Training in India is an opportunity to learn from the experiences and expertise available there, to hone your skill, and to develop a wider perspective in order to contribute to your fields, your institution, and your nation. India believes in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family, and on this path, India shares its knowledge and skills with the world. With Cambodia, we share a special bond, and India is fully supportive of the capacity building needs of Cambodia and stands ready to enhance its assistance. We appreciate the immense amount of progress that Cambodia has achieved in the last few years when it has grown at a steady rate of 7%. And we are very happy to be partners with Cambodia in its journey towards progress and prosperity. With this, let me once again extend a very warm welcome and congratulations to all of you on ITEC Day, and I hope that you find this evening enjoyable and you connect with all your ITEC colleagues and your ITEC alumni and form a network that will foster India-Cambodia bilateral relations. In the end, I would also like to put on record our appreciation for the President of the Cambodia-India Alumni Association and all the alumni who always help every effort of the Indian Embassy and they stand ready to be partners whenever we invite them to help us in any of our events or any of our endeavors. Mr. Sauchiwan, the President, is not here today, but he's on a mission to Battambang. But I would like to place on record our appreciation for the President and the Alumni Association. Thank you, Chum Somarkun. Dhanyavad.